Oh, hi there, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. So, today's stream will probably be pretty short. Is my... okay, yeah, my mic is working. Will probably be very short because I'm a bit tired and I have really important things to take care of. So, max, I will be probably streaming around an hour or so. So yeah, I mean, probably once I see Nat or someone start stream, which my guess is that Nat or Wasi, yeah, actually Wasi and Nat are already streaming. So once I reach around an hour or so, I'll be ending a stream. But right now I want to check a couple of things, which in theory now you should not be hearing any of my browser audio. I want to check that. Let me open Wasis and Nat stream just to leave a lurk. Alright, there we go. Now I wanted to check my own stream. Let me check really quick my own channel and see if you're actually able to hear Connor stream or not. Let me higher my volume a bit here. Okay, I will put the video back up with audio. Okay, that's them speaking right now. I don't know if you can hear them. Yeah, I don't think you can hear audio unless I activate it back. Because I don't hear myself either, so I guess that confirms it. Let me try now with activating the audio.
There you go.
You mean just take it?
Yeah, there you go.
You mean just take it?
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, yeah. Alright, if I activate that, then yeah, you'll hear. Okay.
If I activate that, then...
That's good. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time. It was fairly quick. But setting up my audio before starting stream to have this set up for like the future and stuff, especially since I want to start to make a game and stuff. I might put some music, and for example, if I decide to put music, in theory I should be able to go on. For example, I will have this in a separate browser, or at least a separate uh, separate executable of the same browser. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but basically, to summarize it, yeah, I will have a separate browser for the music. So, YouTube music, and let me check if you will be able to hear it or not. I want to test this stuff really quick, and then we can continue. 3 and 4. And this should be YouTube Music, Brave. you should not be detecting that one. The other one, the other music, browser stuff should not be detecting that. This should be for specifically the other browser. Right, so I have Allstream muted, Prime's muted, Connor's muted, everyone's muted in that browser. So in theory, Sun should not be detecting any music, but if I activate it, and then I activate I check my stream I think that's like here. Papa, what the fuck am I think it's a bit loud. Alright, yeah. I mean, I was trying to check it, but 1 for music is way too high. So, yesterday I didn't stream, and so it's been like really inconsistent. Yeah, no, so it's basically detecting the same browser, since in the same browser, but I just separated the window as a new browser, kind of. So I was hoping that would work, but no, it just like detects all open browsers on the same browser, let's say, and it just picks any audio that is found from any of those. It doesn't matter which specific one I select. So in that case, I will actually need to have different browsers or download music specific stuff for that stuff. That, or I can delete one of my channels and just leave it as a general browser stuff, and that's it. Which normally I would have. Well, I do actually prefer to have them separate so that I can have myself maybe a higher volume of music, but for you put it lower, and then a video a little bit like higher volume than the music, but me have it a little bit the music a little bit closer to the volume of the video. So basically, so that I can control things audio a little bit better, but I will be touching that a little bit later on. Okay, I need to mute myself now because I'm hearing myself double. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, now it should be fine. And in theory, YouTube should not be hearing the music audio. That's also the other one for browser. I did activate I activated it so that YouTube would record that audio. But for the music, I placed it so that it wouldn't be heard. So in theory, even though you did hear it, YouTube would also hear it because I have the browser this actually captured by the window, and the one that I activated audio of what the browser wants. So maybe it's the audio play that I put of the song is long enough as for YouTube to put a copy strike, but it should be fine. Not strike, a copyright infraction or whatever that shit is called. But anyway, that seems to be working fairly good, so that's nice. Have that kind of set up. I can now mute this if I wanted, and I could leave Connor's stream open on What's and stuff like that. But yeah, so I will actually leave Connor's in the background for myself, because I will just be like explain a few things and stuff before like actually starting and stuff. That way I can also confirm for certain that I didn't mess up in anything. But yeah, anyways. So, we're gonna be making a little bit of development today. I was thinking of not doing it and just doing some Isaac, but to be completely honest with you guys, I was going to play Isaac because I was feeling a bit tired. I mean, I'm still a bit tired, not gonna lie. I'm quite tired, but not as much as I was about 10 minutes ago or something like that. So I feel a little bit better now, and I have the energy to actually start to like plan the game and stuff. We'll probably not be programming anything right now, but at least we can start to plan a couple of things. And so, right now we will only be like painting in GIMP and stuff to like show you kind of like the idea of what I have and just like planning the game. And then the next streams that I do of development will be trying to make the game. I will be making, well, let me change the title first and then I tell you. Oh fuck. Right. Planning the game that I will be making in Lua. Lua to learn Lua. I mean, pretty descriptive. As you know, I'm not very good with titles, but I think that's decent enough, let's say. Acceptable. Developer, develop. I need to go with software. Software. If I do search software, it immediately pops up. Alright. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, perfect. Well then, me think. Let me check something really quick. Did the title update properly? Planning. Planning. For a second there, I thought I put planting. And I was like, nah, planting? No, I'm not planting anything. Anyways, yeah, that seems to be working. Okay, now, my charge phone is right, by the way. Kind of bent. Yeah, I thought so. So now what I will be doing is switching scenes. Aha, wrong scene, correct scene. Okay, let me put this in studio mode. Transition. I need to rename this scene because this scene has no name. BRB. Only that should work. I will pass the audio to that scene later on, but that's just a copy paste that I can do fairly quick. I need to modify the audios that I have pasted in other scenes, so that because some scenes don't require all the audios and require specific ones, so I will be getting rid of a few in different scenes to have it a little bit more organized, and that's about it. Anyways, shouldn't matter. Should be fine in theory if I delete them. I don't know, I'm not completely sure, but this should be fine. Anyways, so let's just open GIMP and that's it. GIMP, there we go. I have my NixOS already fully set up, by the way. I am missing Roofy, which I'm using Woofy right now, and Woofy is a bit ugly. I can put roofy kind of quick, but I think I will leave it with roofy as it is right now. And then later on I might, I will add the roofy, but for now I think I will leave it, I will leave things as they are. Okay. When you fucked up, let's create a new one. If I'm not mistaken, you're not saying anything right now. Let me give me a sec here, and then I will show you guys. Okay, there we go. Now it should be in. Let me close this down actually, and now if I go into video, Mioyogos, no. What about? I have no web, no browser thing. Maybe. And let me make one that will be others. Others. You will be having automatic, and you are not detecting exactly what I want, but that's fine. Okay, others. I need you to go down, fairly down, like there for example, and then let's create a new game one for others as well. The naming is an issue as I expect. Others without the capital O, and that should be it. Capture a specific window, and then let me check. GIMP can be captured here. Okay, that's fine. That's exactly what I want. And then over here, there we go. Now in theory, yeah, so others is this, but this seems to not be properly scaled or something. This is a bit weird, not gonna lie. So others, GIMP, yes. Let me try to connect this again and check. Oh, I'm surprised my HDMI cables here work because it's pretty fucked up. It's completely bent, and somehow it's fucking working. One day I will show it to you. The cable, I mean. Yeah, I wanted to turn this on. Turn this TV on. Now let me move this over here really quick. Okay. I need you to be in full screen. This is more than enough. And now I do GIMP, and I open GIMP over here. Default capture specific window, GIMP, colors, GIMP is not capturing, others, automatic, okay, GIMP, okay, now you're actually working. Now, this however doesn't seem to be the right size. And now transition, now you should be seeing it. Let me see how it looks on Streamlabs really quick. Opening my other laptop. Give it a sec. Now CC Scholar stream. Let me watch mine. And let's have a look. Yeah, you are seeing it. It looks fairly well. I had to resize it manually, but it doesn't look stretch at all, or at least not that stretch. So should be fine. Okay. It doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so here's my plan, okay? Let me grab this and let me do this. So I don't know if you remember this game. Let me check. A game where you jump on platforms. A mobile game. Mobile game where you jump in platforms. Doodle? Doodle? Was it called Doodle? Yeah, Doodle Jumper. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember Doodle Jumper. My idea is basically make Doodle Jumper. Let me show you a picture really quick. So, my Doodle Jumper, yep. I mean, let's see if this is shown. Yes. It should be showing and it's not showing now. What the fuck happened? Oh, yeah, well then, in that case, let me... Oh. Yeah, now it's showing. Alright. Let me put it below everything. Alright. So, basically, this game is the one that we're trying to make. It's a really quick game. You just jump on the platform. For the ones that have never played it or see it, you are that like little green guy in the screen, and you jump on the platform. There are some platforms that break when you stay too much time on them. Trampolines that you can see there just basically make you jump higher. The holes in the paper, I think they automatically kill you if you fell on them. You can, I think you need to point with your finger and then your character like automatically shot or it shot directly upward. Ayala, ¿en qué momento me cambiaron? Ayala, ¿en qué momento me cambiaron de server? ¡Ey! Gerasco. Jared. 1.14 98.72. Ok. Pregunta rápida. ¿Eres mi moderadora o eres un usuario que tiene un nombre muy similar a una de mis moderadoras? Y buenas cosas, espero que estés bien. Buen día. Sí soy. Vale. Give me a sec here, guys. I will continue. Gerard, hablas inglés perfectamente, ¿no? Bueno, a ver, me entiendes, ¿no? Si hablo en inglés y tal. Hace tiempo que no paso. Ya. ha pasado tiempo. A ver, yo también estuve como año y medio, algo así, sin hacer directo. Ahora he vuelto porque me apetecía y por otros muchos motivos que ya contaré probablemente en unas semanas o así. Pero bueno. Pero sí, vale, ¿perdiste tu cuenta antigua? ¿O qué pasó? ¿Te voy a hacer mod de vuelta? Porque eres mi mod y punto. Aquí no hay negociaciones, ¿vale? Eres mi mod. En cuanto decidiste ser mi mod, estás sentenciada a siempre ser mi mod. Te pagues por el canal o no. No, es que ando en el celular. Bueno, tienes una cuenta aparte para el celular, no pasa nada. Todas tus cuentas son moderadoras. Let me do it quick. Pero si me entiendes en inglés y tal, porque claro, uno de los grandes cambios es que ahora yo hago directo solo en inglés. Principalmente no sé, porque siento como que me sale mejor streamear en inglés. En cuenta, en términos de que siento como que soy mejor comentando en inglés, como que a veces me expreso mejor en inglés y tal. No, es un idioma que me gusta bastante hablar y a veces hablo más inglés que en español, entonces por eso lo hice. Pero bueno, ahí tú me dices si me entiendes en inglés o no. Si no, puedes estar hablando entre inglés y español. No hay ningún problema. No sé inglés. Fuck. Shit. Bueno. Puedo ir hablando en español y tal. Pero ya sabes mi opinión en inglés y tal. Pero bueno, si voy a ir hablando en inglés y no te enteras de alguna cosa y tal, me lo preguntas y lo explico rápido. Pero básicamente, resumidamente, voy a estar intentando hacer un juego para aprender un nuevo lenguaje de programación. El juego es este juego que no sé si te suena, de brincar en las plataformas y tal, y ir matando enemigos y llegar como lo más lejos. Pero lo quiero hacer estilo roguelike. Y ahora mismo nada más voy a hacer este directo para ir planeando cómo lo voy a hacer. Sí, me suena. Bueno, pues voy a hacer como repetir ese juego, pero en estilo roguelike, simplemente para aprender el nuevo lenguaje de programación. Suena buena idea, I know. Lo sé. Well, yeah, sorry for speaking in Spanish. I will be switching from Spanish to English from now on then. Because Relka is one of my mods. And as you all know, as I have said many times before, some of you who are currently watching might not know, but I used to stream in Spanish. Actually, I started streaming in Spanish, then I started to stream in Spanish and English. Then me streaming in Spanish and English lasted only like, I don't know, 6 months or 4 months, something like that. And then I just went fully Spanish. And then after that, I just decided to. I took a break for university and stuff. And then, currently I decided to return to stream, and so I am streaming now fully in English, but I do tend to speak in Spanish from now and then. Whenever someone I know who watched me previously in my Spanish streams comes by, just so that they can also understand me in case they don't know English. Bueno, me tengo que ir, que voy a trabajar. Suerte. Suerte con el trabajo, Gerardo. Muchas gracias por pasarte, lo agradezco y no. Que vaya bien. Por cierto, no sé por qué cojones no se te dio el mod. Pero vaya que... Déjame te lo doy directamente desde esta wea acá. No. What the fuck? I'm not able to give her mod. Give me a sec, guys. I am trying to figure this out pretty quickly. Because I wrote a mod to add her as moderator, but for some reason that doesn't seem to be working, I think. I don't know why. Runs moderator privilege to... Okay, yeah, that's working now. Okay, bueno, que tengo que ir a trabajar. Suerte, gracias, y suerte también a ti. Es una buena idea. Yep. Alright, well, I appreciate you coming by, Heralcla, and I will catch you on next time. But yeah, anyway, so, bye, Craig, bye. Que tengas un buen día. Y gracias por pasarte a saludar. Me gustó volverte a ver por acá y saber que pues estás bien y esas buenas. Y ya eres moderadora de vuelta ahora con tu otra cuenta. Creo que te tengo como moderadora como en 3 o 4 cuentas diferentes. Bueno, una cuenta más a la lista dejar clase moderadora. Anyways, we'll be doing this. Now, let me capture GIMP really fast again. GIMP, there we go. Let me delete this image. Remove, just remove, there we go. Okay, so here's what we got. Let's go with green for now. Okay, so we have this game, right? Where we have the... What the fuck? That's not green. I said fucking green. Give me green. That's green, yeah. Oh, fuck. Wait, can I do... Yes, I can do like this. Okay, so... let's pretend like those are pretty straight, okay? So you have platforms, which I will probably make it so that they can vary in sizes. So might be a little bit smaller, so might be a little bit bigger. And then it's like, okay, the world will be generally generated procedurally generated, and you will just try to go through these these fucking platforms. Okay, so let me try to get greenish here. Yeah, that should work. Is this green visible? Yes, it is. Alright, let's suppose the green platforms are platforms that break when you land on them. So you land on them and then you have like a little time to jump on them. Then we can add like trampolines and all of that stuff, like the other game. We can also add those holes, but let's make those holes purple. Alright. So we have purple holes in a few places, maybe even one like off the platforms and stuff, and then it will be like, well, maybe you probably only have like 1 or 2 holes. Well, what do I want to do? Because I was thinking, okay, the holes will be basically portals, like you jump on this hole and then maybe this hole is connected with this other hole. This hole is connected with this other hole, right? So like if you jump into this hole, into this one, then that would mean that your character would be teleported to this other hole, and if you jump in this one, you will be teleported here. So the thing is, we could make it so that there is only 2 holes in the screen, well, 2 or 1 hole on the screen at the same time, and then like when you go upwards as much as possible, then the holes get deleted, and the holes, no, wrong thing. How do I erase them? Yeah, alright. Selection, sub-selecting, shifting. The holes will be deleted, and then new holes can appear. Now, that's one option, so that you can always guess kind of where the hole will be taking you. Wrong arrow will be taking you, but maybe I can make it so that more holes can appear, but each hole has a different color. Okay, so for example, this one will be this one, and will be connecting with this one, and so based on the color you can know which holes are connected with which ones. That, or we can make it so that many can appear and they all are the same color, but if you take the risk of taking one, if you take one, you take the risk of maybe teleporting like this, and then well, by teleporting with this hole to this hole and vice versa. But maybe by risking it and taking one, you might take this hole, but that maybe it takes you like super far up, which will be probably good, or maybe you fuck up and actually that hole take you into a hole that was really far down. So we could do something like that, but I don't know. I don't know if that would be like ideal, let's say. So I don't know. That's something that we will decide when we do that, but that's also like one other thing that we can do. We can also do like the trampoline stuff that I told you about. Let's suppose that's a trampoline. That and we can do more things. I don't know. What else can we do? I mean, but here's the thing. We can also make it so that the game basically makes it so that the game all goes upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards all the time. And okay, let's draw the character really quick. Actually, let me try to do this really quick. You're saying the... No, you're not saying the fucking actual name. Okay, that was my math. Alright, well, about the holes. These ones are the holes that I was talking about, where this one will, for example, teleport you to that one, and vice versa. This one will teleport you to this one. But we could make them different colors so that there can be multiple holes at the same time on the screen, and based on the color you can know which one will teleport you to which one. That, or you take a risk when digging a hole that it will not teleport you to the hole that you want. Okay, and then these ones are just normal platforms. The green ones are not normal platforms. These gray ones would be ones where they will disappear like after 3 seconds or 2 seconds of you standing on it. Okay, and then wrong button. No, how can I revert changes back? Okay. And then another thing that we could do, which that can just be something like, I don't know, difficulty or something like that. But we can just leave it as we can make a game without difficulties and just be like, okay, this is just how the game is intended, and that's all. You don't have any difficulty or anything. But the other option is which this will probably be a difficulty if I decide to make the game a little bit more complex, which would be let me try to make a character really quick. Okay, let's make the character bluish. So let's suppose that this little blue pin, okay, let's suppose that this little blue pin is you. Alright, actually let's try to make you a little bit more human-like. Right? Yee. Why that's you? Well, actually, to make this even better, let me have a look. Let me create a new layer, and let's call it player. Right, there we go, and then the player would be this little guy, so let's make it like this. You have a huge head out of one of the items you got. Let me make this a little bit smaller now. No, I'm not good enough. Now let me amend the brush size, something like 14. Okay, and then it's like this is you. Okay, now let me scale you guys a little bit more. Okay, wrong thing. Wait, what the fuck? I thought I created a new fucking layer to make you guys. Why the fuck are you not a new layer? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, you are in the same layer. For fuck's sake, you were supposed to be a different layer. The fuck happened here? Let me select you guys really quick. Okay. Let me do a quick cut. Then let me go back a little bit. Then let me create the new layer now. So new layer, player. Okay, now you are created. Now I can paste you. Okay, now I can start to move you in theory. What the fuck? That's not player. This is background. This is play. Why the fuck am I moving the background and not you guys? Okay. Alright, let me make you layer. Transform. Layer bound size. Layer to image. And then. Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong thing. For fuck's sake. Oi. Player. Oi. That's not the fucking right size. Wait, what the fuck are you background? Oi, which one are you? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, combine with this shit. Oi, and then it should be you guys. Yeah, this is player. Oi, yeah. Okay, so pick up or guide move selected layer. Move selected layer. Yeah, let's make it so that you guys paste copy. Alright, never mind. Alright, let me merge you guys. Well, doesn't matter. Alright, so this is you guys. Alright, and so this will be a teleport. So let's suppose you are walking, you jump here, and then this will, I don't know, randomly teleport you to this one. And so if you did take this teleport back, then it will take you to this one back. But I would probably make it so that if you jump into this teleport, for example, it will teleport you to this one. But then that teleport / black hole would be probably deleted. And so that black hole would not exist anymore. That black hole is now done so and doesn't exist. So basically when you teleport, I will probably make it so that the black holes disappear. Well, yeah, the black holes just teleport you to a new one. Now, these little gray platforms would shake. Okay, so let's suppose R, no, Shift R. Okay, so the blue platforms, when you stand on them, they will like shake kind of like this diagonally. But well, let's suppose the center of gravity is in the middle of the platform, and then it will just like shake up and down, right? Just to like notify you that it will break that, or we can make it so that with the eraser, if I can get the eraser, let's make it a little bit smaller. The eraser a bit smaller. So maybe we just make it so that a few cracks like start to appear on it, and that's basically about it. And then we can go like, okay, this is about to break, you know. Okay, that looks that looks pretty good for being something that I just did really quick. That looks pretty good. But yeah, so it will like start to appear as it is breaking, and then once 2 seconds passes or something like that, it will completely disappear, and so the platform will no longer exist anymore. There is no longer any platform there, and so you will need to be quick so that you don't fall and die. Right? Now, in the game, if I remember correctly, is if the end screen, which would be like the bottom part, reaches you, you will die, and that will be game over. So I could make it so it's like that as well, or I could make it so that that when you reach the end screen, nothing happens. So basically, I could make it so the camera actually follows the player, and it doesn't like move on its own to the top, you know. That, or it moves to the top by itself, but you don't die if you go down, but you will probably die because you cannot see where you are. Although I think it's just better in that case to just fucking kill you if you disappear from the screen. From the bottom of the screen. Right? But personally, so because the other thing I was thinking of maybe also like putting a golden platform where if you stay on okay, well, if you stand in that golden platform, then what would happen? Okay, that was a lot fucking higher. It was what, something like 49? Yeah. Well, fuck. P. Well, where if you stand on that platform, the longer you stand there, the more and more money you gain. But if the screen reaches you, then you're dead. So you need to think very well if you want to risk it to try to get as much money as possible or not. But I mean, if we don't do it so that the screen can kill you, then that kind of makes it so that the platform no longer makes much sense. Then you can technically say there are only one, but we could also make it so that the platform like starts to turn little by little black or red, meaning that if you stand in that platform when it fully turns red, then you will probably die or you will like receive a ton of damage. So we could also do something like that, maybe. I don't know. That is something that we will have to decide later on. But I mean, it's kind of nice the fact of, yeah, you can get gold there, but you need to like be careful and decide if you want to like risk staying there or not. But then that would make it so that I will have to make the game so that you 100%, where the game camera doesn't follow you and it just keeps on going up, and if you go off camera you die. I'm not fully sure if I like that. But anyways, that was like the simplest platforms that I can think of. Maybe we could have some other platforms where you take damage by just standing on them over time, And so, like, if you have no other choice, you can then decide if you want to go to that platform, but you know that you will take damage. So sometimes you will have to make a quick decision where you can see a clear platform that is a red one. Seems like the best path at the moment, since you are like in stress because you have enemies attacking you and all, and so you will take it just to try to survive. But in the other hand, maybe there was an actual better path, let's say. But then that will also make sense if like the screen doesn't follow the player, right? No, because we're thinking that we can also make it so that enemies start to like spawn and stuff. And then I want the enemies to spawn as you go up. And so I think what we will do is so that the camera is not following the player, you just keep on going up. Because that way I can make it so that the player can't just stay like down here and just wait until he kills all the enemies to continue, you know? Because yes, I can make it so that the enemies spawning are more time based rather than spawn based of like on the distance and stuff, which I already basically have a script made like that, but that's in C#, so it doesn't matter if I actually have a script or not. Can use it as a guide, which I mean that's kind of nice in certain cases. I don't think it's the best. I mean, yeah, probably we could also make it so that maybe. Oh yeah, because okay, so I came up with something else. So let's suppose we make it so that the camera actually follows the player, and to make it so that the player can just can't stay like in a same place forever, we can make it so that the player, all platforms have like a health bar, a health, and the platforms will start to break little by little. The green ones will be like normal platforms that have are like the ones that have more health, or at least like are like the second ones with most health. The gray ones would break super fast, and as for the red ones, what we could make them be is that they break kind of slowly, but usually they will be like far apart from others, or they will. I was going to say that they would appear once I call platforms, or there are almost no platforms left on screen, which is something that I can do. But I think that you can probably set it up in a way so that that's not much of a problem, and you can stay there without any problem to get like a total rule. I don't think that would be like super restrictive. That wouldn't be like that much of a problem. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it so that the platforms actually. Sorry, so that the screen actually just goes up and doesn't follow the player. Right, now that's the side. And so for other platforms, we will think about other platforms later on. Right now we don't care. Right now it's just like the main idea of the game, of how it will work. And then enemies, every time you kill an enemy will give you X amount of XP. You will not need to collect the XP as in Minecraft. Probably. Well, maybe we could make it so that you actually need to collect it. But then I don't think that's maybe like the best idea, because that will make it like a lot harder to level up. So I'm not quite sure if I fully like that or not, because it will also be kind of unfair. the HP like might drop down and fall like and fall to the bottom of the screen where you can just basically where it's basically lost, and so you would have to also like consider where you are killing enemy, and that won't be like ideal. But I think that what I can actually do is that the coins do actually drop and can fall if you're unlucky. And then we can do items like for attracting gold and stuff like that, so that doesn't happen. Or maybe a super powerful item where if gold falls directly into the end of the screen, then that gold is given to you, or at least like half the amount of gold that fell is given to you. But I don't know. We'll see about the items later on. But anyways, yeah, the HP will definitely be given to you automatically, but the gold you need to go and pick it up. So sometimes you will need to risk the fact of going to pick the gold and losing time and letting like the screen get really close to you for picking that gold up rather than just continue to go up. Now this will be an endless game, so it will be procedurally generated, but in certain levels you will also get a shop where it will be a level where the shop a level where basically you just have like a place where the camera won't move. Let's make it green is fine. No, I said green. No. Okay. So, where it's just like a place where it's like a floor like this, and then maybe one of these as well, and then you have here like a different kind of floor as well, where it's let's say green and purple, something like that. Let's actually try to use the gradient. I don't know how you use a gradient, but well, for now let's color it blue, because I don't know how you do gradients. Well, let's suppose it's blue. Okay, it will be semi-transparent or something like that, so maybe opacity, then make it something like, I don't know, let's say 30 something, okay, and it's just blue. And so you know that you can basically go like through that hole, and so you just go and jump over that, and then it being like semi-transparent and stuff will indicate that you can pass right through it, and like you won't bump your head right on top of it or something like that. Although that's actually also something that I do need to consider, because I mean, if we will make it procedurally generated, like it can be unfair for you to like bump your head accidentally in something and then you die. So that will be like something that I will need to test to see if it's like super unfair or not, depending on how good I make the word generation. Because I mean, it can generate in a certain way where it's just literally impossible to just get into certain places. So maybe I just make it so that you can just pass through any like barrier, and it doesn't matter, like you basically don't collide with them from like the bottom, and so you don't have any problem with that. Okay, so let's suppose you enter the shop, and then the shop the camera stops, and you have as much time as you want to shop, and then you will be able to exit here on another but okay, no, you are green. Okay, and then yeah, now getting out of here, you will have like a few more paths like over here. So another platform right here and another platform right here, and you will have to take whenever you want to like leave. Okay, but then yeah, you will have like a shop right here with a few pedestals around here, and it's like, okay, you have here one item, you have another item, and another item. Okay, I suppose those are like pedestal looking things. And then over here, like, you will have like your item, another item. Okay, wrong color. Let's go with this color. What the fuck? It will be an item, another item, and another item, and then above it you will see the pricing. Right here will be like the normal pricing for those items. Where is the pixel size? Right over here you will see the pricing of those items. Anyway, it would tell you, I don't know, 50 or whatever it is, let's suppose 10 gold, 12 gold, 20 gold, or something like that. And then you will decide which item you pick by clicking on it and pressing E or whatever it is. And then in shops, maybe we can do like enter the dungeon, where there is other like shop guys that might sell you different things, or where you can like trade, I don't know, health for something, or course yourself and stuff like that. But for now it will be a pretty simple game. So like this is basically the main idea. Then any other ideas will be working on them little by little. But like yeah, this is basically the main idea, where how many like certain amount of distance you might get a shop, and then you can enter. Well, yeah, that will be basically like it. That's like the base idea of the game I want to make, and so I will be starting to make that game. I don't know if next stream, but pretty soon, probably. Okay, well, no. Let me check for how long have I been streaming. By the way, were you seeing GIMP all the time? I just closed it and I don't know if you were actually seeing GIMP or not. Even though I have my stream open up, yeah, you were. Okay, that's good. Let me minimize this a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's been an hour. Okay, yeah, I'm sending you to Wasi now. Which he's playing Night Ring. So, as I said, I will be doing this game maybe tomorrow, or probably in 1 day or 2 days. So after tomorrow or around there, I will be making the game, because tomorrow I think I want to try to play the pony. I want to whenever I have time today, download the save file in order to be able to continue with the Ponya, because I really like the game. As I said, the fact that it has that box sucks, but either way I will be continuing with the game. Wasi Kamawata. Okay, yeah. Well, anyways, well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Let me put this correctly. Oh, I don't know. Now let me change scene to actually give a goodbye, and then we'll leave it here. Well, anyways, thanks so much for passing by, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching and all of that, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, you'll have a good one. And also, Herald class, thanks so much for passing by. I'm glad to hear that you are fine. It's always nice to see you. Yeah, bye bye. enjoy watch his stream and give him some love.